I formed this group primarily because I'm a survivor. Secondly, I know what it does and how it destroys young boys and girls' lives. I was in the care of the local authority. I saw younger girls go out with older boyfriends of an evening, and I also heard a lot of the children's stories. Destroyed me, absolutely destroyed me. It stopped me, even, you know, it affects everything in life. Like a certain song would come on a radio and I'd have flashbacks and start to feel the trauma again. My daughter was born. I couldn't bath her. I couldn't change her. Although people were saying you're not doing nothing wrong, you no need to be scared, it's still in the back of your mind that you know, something as simple as changing my daughter's bottom was horrendous. I couldn't do it, and I never did do it. And the reason I didn't do it is because I didn't want to feel like I was doing something that I shouldn't be doing to her. And changing your child is one of the most natural things you could ever want to do. But that side of things was taken away from me. I never really had relationships through my teens up to maybe mid-20s because I couldn't have people close to me. I couldn't do the whole emotional thing. It destroyed me. Well, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle for me for the last 20 odd years. It's only since I started doing what we're doing as a small group that I've started to come to terms and am slowly but surely moving on. But it affects everything. It affects the way you speak to people, the way you answer questions. I mean, I come across as aggressive, but I'm actually not. I am a product of the stuff that happened to me. I was ignored by authorities, ignored by social services, laughed at by police. You know, I was let down by the system. Whether they're elderly, lonely, or whatever it is they might be. At the end of the day, there are lines in life that you do not cross, because once you've crossed them, it's very, very, very difficult to cross back. There is no excuse for anybody of any age to groom online, talk sexually, send sexually explicit pictures, and arrange to meet a child. There's no excuses for it. Doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what kind of lifestyle you live, whether you're rich or poor, it doesn't matter. You cross that line, you need to be exposed for exactly what you are, because at the end of the day, the sentences that get handed out to these people, I think there needs to be reformed, to be honest, on the sentences given to these people. The child, the child, the victim, whatever you'd like to call them, they have a life sentence, all right? I know about life sentences. I had a sentence of 20 odd years, and I still suffer mildly from what happened to me now. It's all well and good banging on to adults. Adults, they think that they pretend they're not hearing what's going on. Now, what I'd like to see is somehow, at some point, is for the schools, somebody to go into the schools and speak to the children, all right? A lot of these animals, they say things like, if you tell anybody, I'll do it to your sister. If you tell anyone, I'll kill your mum, right? There needs to be someone in these schools or youth centres and children's homes saying, listen, we're going to have a little lesson today, and you know, it will be upsetting for some, of course it will be, but they need to know, like, you know, if someone threatens your mum because you're not going to let them do what they want to do to you, you know, at the end of the day, they need to know. Nobody, no adult at all, should go anywhere near them, should go nowhere near their private parts, and shouldn't be asking them to do sexual things. The only way you're going to stop it is by actually telling the children what to look out for, and not to be scared to say something.